Yeah, so, I mean, if you guys are watching the pod and you don't know, the official report today, top post of Reddit, is Zion has reached north of 300 pounds this offseason, sources said. When he joined the team's recent preseason trip, league personnel were struck by his heavier appearance than his playing weight last season of 284 pounds. And we've seen, everything at this point. We've seen the commercial, the press conference pictures. I think someone posted a side-by-side of him when he was a rookie compared to now. It's not looking great. So, yeah, I'll hand the mic over to Coop here because
you know what,
Chris
Zimba, you were absolutely right. When I had brought it up to you guys before this whole thing leaked, I wish we all had dropped videos on it. I just didn't think it would be out this soon, and I honestly didn't know if it would become public knowledge. But I guess in today's NBA, like, everything has a way of getting out.
I'll say we got hate for titling the podcast, like something about Zion being fat. And I feel like a lot of people were maybe in denial or thinking that we were stretching the truth, when in reality, I mean, we were just, we're right with the story here. Like, this is not good. Having a player who has an, Zion's type of body, who is, around 6'7", but explosive and plays his game in the air, and plays physical, have a foot injury and a weight problem. That is a recipe for a disaster, to be perfectly honest.
I want to give a shout out to Coop, by the way, man. I thought I've never got like a source like that before, and the fact that like you kept it to your chest and waited for it to come out and you gave us like a little heads up, I think it's really freaking cool, bro. So congrats to you. But dude, I could have never imagined. Like, have you gone back and watched Duke highlights of Zion? It's Man, insanity. Yeah. Like, you see so this like,
bro.
Yeah, like he looks like this cut up monster, just like uber athletic beast. And the signs were there, like originally with him like blowing through his shoe. Okay, whatever. He's too much of an animal, can't be contained in his shoe, even though Nike's stock kind of took a hit from that. Then he misses Summer League. That viral picture of him at Summer League, sitting down, the red polo goes live. And then he misses like 6 months in his rookie season. And there's like warnings about weight gain, but people are saying, hey, it's not that big of a deal. And then he comes back and dominates, but breaks his foot. Like, I feel like...
So, question. How much of this do you guys think is on Zion Williamson, and how much do you think it is on the Pelicans franchise?
Also, guys, while you're here, this podcast, Laced Up, is also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It would be awesome if you could go check us out there, follow us there, and leave us a review.
Yeah, so guys, we are capping off the giveaway to the first 40,000 subscribers that turn on our notifications for the Laced Up podcast. All you have to do to enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X is subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to do us a favor, leave a like on the pod and let me know in the comment section down below when it's done. You'll enter for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X.
It's 100% on Zion. Every single morning that I have woken up since I went from being fat to then losing weight and then to regaining my fat, that's been on me. So you can't take the freaking gaining weight and add it to the New Orleans Pelicans staff. Like, sure, okay, maybe training staffs can misdiagnose an injury, or they could not, provide the proper rehab. But telling Zion to put down a box of donuts, like, you can't exactly do that. You can't be in this man's house at 1 a.m. telling him don't eat.
I actually think at one point they were supposed to send like a trainer or a physician to Zion's to just like, I don't want to say stay with Zion, but kind of monitor Zion's weight. I don't know what happened with that whole thing.
Well, that's the whole point. It's like, if you don't want him, like, that's the whole thing. It's like the inner motivation, like you could get a trainer for the gym and you could go sign up for the gym and all of that. But if you don't want to actually go and do it, then it's never going to happen.
I do 100% agree with that. But at the same time, I just hope the Pelicans aren't babying him. because things like this have to be taken seriously.
Yeah, someone has to say something.
Yeah,
like,
somebody has to step in, and if they're not doing that, then I think they shoulder maybe even a little bit of the blame.
So there's a Charles Barkley parallel here, where Chuck, as you know, Charles Barkley, famously one of those kind of guys whose weight would fluctuate, famously ordered 2 large pizzas every single night when he was playing at Auburn, and ate 2 large pepperoni pizzas a night, which is just insane. But whatever.
Holy. Whoa.
Yeah. No.
Yo, 2?
Two, and he would just call and be like, it's Chuck. Yeah, and they would just deliver it. Like he had a network. He had a pizza place where he was just first name, it's Chuck, and just hang out and the
Chuck.
Pizzas would show up. And he'd eat them both. He ate them both, man.
Bro, there's no way.
So
Chuck.
anyway, Charles Barkley, hilariously, I mean, to me this is so funny. Charles Barkley, purposely got fat and overate a tremendous amount, to the point where he was 20 to 25 pounds overweight for when it came to the draft, because he did not want to be drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers. So he tried to get as fat as possible to not get drafted by Philly.
Philadelphia 76ers select Charles Barkley of Auburn University.
The round mound of rebound, tipping the scales, the latest at 300 pounds, and he now will be alongside Julius Erving and Moses Malone.
Pretty sure Moses Malone was still there, and basically told him to get his ass in gear and to stop messing around, and that he needed to be playing at a specific shape. I don't know if Zion has that voice, in the Pelicans right now that's saying it to him. And yeah, again, I blame Zion for this, but also it would be very helpful to have someone to step in and be like, yo, man, you gotta freaking stop this.
Especially, I don't know, maybe Brandon Ingram, but I have my own theories about other stuff Brandon Ingram might be doing that could contribute to a potential increase in appetite for Zion Williamson. But
Brandon Ingram also bulked up too. He gained 15 pounds. Hopefully it's good muscle. I'm not sure why BI needed to bulk up, but hopefully it translates to some on the court action,
Dude,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, go for it.
I was just going to say, the Pelicans are a really frustrating organization because, it's even when we get this amazing prospect, we're already on the verge of something going wrong. And this whole thing, when they reported his foot and, they said he was going to be back for the start of the season, it's just at this point, you're lying to fans who are buying season tickets. And it's not the first time they've done something like this, If you're a fan and you're buying tickets for Zion and a product that you think is going to be much improved, and Zion's not there when he's not going to be there, because at this point, it doesn't really seem like Zion's even close to returning, and I'm sure the Pelicans knew that. So why lie to the people who have been so faithful to your organization?
Nah, you're 100% right there. I feel like 100% they pulled the rug out from under their own fans. I feel like I've been listening, I listen to a ton of podcasts in general. I try to, stay up to date with the NBA, with, current NBA writers and everything. With the news of Zion's foot, the consensus among NBA writers at different, websites, The Ringer, The Athletic, stuff like that, a consensus was, wow, they really swept this under the rug and they made it not a huge deal. And wow, they really underplayed it. And I 100% agree with you, Coop. I think I feel like it's a certainty that they were trying to sell tickets. They were trying to sell season tickets. They didn't want it to make it seem like, when is Zion going to get back? Because who knows? I mean, there was a report that Zion hasn't been cleared to run yet. Is that report still true? That was only a few days ago that I saw it. So, I mean, when is Zion's target date? I feel like at this point, it's completely up in the air. And if you try to sell that to your season ticket holders, a lot of them are not going to renew because they're not going to know, okay, when is Zion going to play? What if he misses the entire year? Who knows?
On top of that, he's not in playing shape. He's got to lose 40 pounds. No joke. Before I would feel comfortable with him even touching the floor again. He's
because he could get hurt.
Trimmed down. Exactly.
But that's the thing. You're just
It's like DeMarcus Cousins waiting to happen again. A part of me also, like, and this is super conspiracy theorist of me, a part of me is also thinking we've seen players like, of course I'm like, look, he's like, ooh, conspiracy, ooh, like, like, there's been players that have broken their foots before. There's been players that have been out for an extended period of time before that are the size of Zion Williamson, and not all of them come back overweight. You know, like this whole concept of, hey, Zion broke his foot, so he can't be active. I'm not buying it. Do you think there's a chance that he might be trying to pull a James Harden, trying to, you know, bulk up a little bit and try to force his way out of New Orleans?
I think there's no shot. I think there's no chance.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah, it's for one, it's dangerous. He hasn't got paid yet, and also he doubled and like tripled down on his IG about the fact that he doesn't want out. So why would you go to those lengths to be like, you know, I don't want out, when you really do want out? It doesn't make sense in my head. But you know, you never know, I guess.
I mean, I would say even taking that Instagram part out, just the fact that, you know, you're right, he hasn't gotten paid yet. And again, this is just a dangerous situation. Like, you can't be Zion running around the court like at 3:15 and playing basketball and with an already injured foot. Like, you could just suffer a career-ending injury, literally.
I agree.
So Zion, get your shit together, dude, because we all want you to be.
The Pelicans have a great team around them too. Just extend your foul.
Zion, we all want you here. We all want you playing, man.
If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.